What's going on, everyone? Today I'm on a new adventure. I'm here in the Bradshaw Mountains. I just followed this wash that I'm on right here, probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 miles out from the main road. So I'm just in the middle of absolute nowhere, and what I'm going to be doing today is just checking the washes. The first thing I'm going to do is take the Mine Lab, the monster right there, and I'm going to detect some bedrock that I find. You know, just quick and easy, just to test to see if there is gold. And then every time I get a target, whether it's bullet or gold or whatever, when I'm digging down in the bedrock, if I'm already down there trying to find a target, I'll grab a sandwich bag and I'll kind of scrape open that bedrock, get as much dirt as I can, fill the sandwich bag, and then I bring it home and pan it out and see if there's any fine gold in it. All you really need is just like 1 or 2 small little pieces, just to you know, to test to see if there is gold. If there is gold in the area, then you can come back later with a dry washer and, you know, do some further testing. But that's what I like doing. I like coming out here in the open country and just trying to find new places, new deposits. You never know what you're gonna find. Some might be really rich, some could be okay, and you know, you can get skunked. Most of the time you get skunked. Just playing around out in the fresh air, and let's see if we can find some gold today. So here I am, way out in the middle of nowhere. So this wash kind of gets blocked off right there, so I had to turn around. I brought the cart with me because when I come out this far, there's usually some really great firewood. There's a dead one right there, so I'll fill my cart full of firewood, because over back by camp, there's no firewood there for like a square mile, because everyone else has the same idea. So when I'm out here, I get some fresh air, some firewood, and try to find some gold. So this particular area right here, I don't see any bedrock. Well, I see a little piece right up there, so bedrock's probably not too far away. Downstream here, same thing. There's a little bit of bedrock down there, but this is kind of a bigger wash. I try to stay away from these bigger washes because it's usually full of overburden and it's kind of hard to find some gold. So I'll follow this up. Looks like there's a few different washes. Hopefully they're small, and I like just hitting those small ones. Well, there's not much bedrock on this wash. Man, I probably walked a 1/4 mile already, and just these very tiny bit of bedrock. It's mostly just overburden. I don't think the bedrock's very far down, but in order to do testing, I'm just hitting these exposed pieces here. So I hit this right here, and I got a target here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. That's good enough to investigate, so let's see if there's anything else. That's screaming really high. That's probably a hot rock. Let's see here. Yeah, that was a hot rock. This has a different sound, so yeah, let's see what it is. It's a hot rock. I should have moved it. Yeah, just a hot rock. This is a nice flaky bedrock. It's going the right way. It's kind of acting like riffles, so this is as good a spot as any to get a sample bag. So I'm going to break some of this up and scoop some of the dirt into a plastic bag. So I just like using one of these cheap breaker bars, and I'm just going to pry open all this bedrock just like that, and all the goodies inside these cracks right there. I'm going to try to get those into a little testing bag. Alright, let's do it. Get some gold. So I'll just get rid of that, and the goodies that are on that surface, that's all good stuff. So we just want to brush that off. Hopefully we'll get a few little specks. If there's a few little specks in here, that means further investigation is warranted. So right now, just doing a little test. I have no idea if there's gold in this wash. This is the best way to find out. I'm just gonna break all this stuff up and I'll fill my bag. Yeah, this stuff's breaking up real easy. So I'm just gonna break all that, gonna break all this. And just this little area right here, I'll try to get as much dirt in the bag as I can. Alright, here's the money scoop right here. I'm gonna sample all this right here. Yeah, I'm gonna look into getting like a little dust buster or something that'll fit in my bag, and that'll be perfect to get, you know, all these, to get inside all those little cracks and stuff. So, but I'm working with what I got. Scrape all this down really nice. See, this bedrock's still flaking apart here, so that's all goody stuff right there. Alright, I'm gonna keep working this and fill my bag. So now that I got my sample, the next thing to do is to mark it, because I'll go to 4, 5, 6 different washes every day, and I need to know which sample came from where. So the best way to do that is just bring a GPS, and I just hit the mark button, and it automatically comes up waypoint 79. So instead of naming them all, because it's a pain in the butt, where I am and all that, I just use the automatic numbers that come with it. So it says 79, so I'm going to mark on the bag here with a Sharpie, 79. So 79. There we go, 79. So now I know, I'll use the coordinates in the GPS that 79 has gold or doesn't have gold. So that's how I do it. So now I'm just going to pack everything up, and I'm going to run my monster through this little hole I made, make sure there's no chunkies in there, and then continue on. Here's bag number 80. Found this nice little bedrock area here and ripped up some bedrock, and now we got sample 80. 80, nice. Alright, so I chose the spot here. There's another, there was 2 smaller washes that came in up above this, not too far, and this is the first little area of bedrock that I saw. So if there's gold in this, when I go back home and sample this, if there's gold in it, that means I'll go back up and check those 2 smaller ones. But for right now, this is this will work just fine. Cool, time to find the next wash. Here's bag 81. 81, nice. Alright, getting there. So I got 3 samples today so far. Let's see if we can get a few more. I got 3 samples today. I got 79, 80, and 81. I had to kind of cut it short because I needed to grab a bunch of firewood, which I did right there. So I did go to a couple other washes, but in those washes there was no bedrock to be seen. It was pretty deep, a lot of overburden. So I did go to, I think, 2 or 3 other washes, but just couldn't get a sample there. So either way, I got 3 samples. So this is how I do it. So water's kind of scarce around here. So what I do is I just filled up this big pan full of water. So let me see. I'll just get that from the camper right here. Oh, there we go. Don't want to waste any water. That's hard to get. Alright, that's good enough. So this right here, this will be my panning tub. There we go. So I got my panning tub. So next I'm gonna classify, make panning a lot easier. So I'm gonna start with 79. So another good tip before I start this, you got to make sure your pans are clean and not contaminated. Like here's a pan that I got off my shelf. I have no idea what's in there, but if I'm looking, check it out. Look, I see gold. So there's a bunch of gold already in this pan. I forgot where it came from or what it is. But if I use this pan to test my samples, I'm going to get a false reading because there's a bunch of little flakes of gold already in the pan. So, I mean, even a pan like this looks pretty clean, but even so, there might be still a little tiny pieces of gold stuck in here. So this is going to be my final pan that I'm going to use to do the testing. So I'm going to make sure that this pan right here is perfectly clean. I'm going to rinse it out, and I'm even going to take a paper towel. I'm going to take a paper towel, really clean this up, because all I'm looking for is like 1 or 2 specks. If there's 1 or 2 specks in this sample, that means there's gold in that wash, and I'll go back and further investigate. So I don't want a false reading. That'll make everything bad. So really make sure your testing pan is clean and there's absolutely no gold in it. Just a little tip. And same thing with this pan that I'm going to use to classify. So I already cleaned this pan. It's gold free. There we go. So this is all the chunks of bedrock. It's tough to pan this stuff out, so I'm just going to classify. Alright, there we go, good enough. So I like using smaller pans when I pan, so just transfer this over. Alright, down to the bottom here. Ooh, there's a lot of black sands. That's cool. Swirl this out. See what we can find. Oh yeah, we found some gold. Ooh, nice chunky one. Wow, so 79 is a hit. Man, look at that. That's the biggest piece I found just doing a quick test pan. That is really cool. Okay, there might be some more in there. Oh, it just rolled off. There it is. Nice. Cool, here we go. I finished that pan, and believe it or not, I got one teeny tiny there, and there's like 2 or 3 little fly poops, and then a little tiny picker. I can't believe that. So that was 79. That was the first wash I tried. So that is really cool. There's also a couple little teeny tinies that washed down in here. So that wash is awesome. That's going to have some gold. We're definitely going back to 79 for sure. I've never gotten a small little picker in a little tiny test sample. So that wash is going to be killer, I bet. So that one's definitely on the list. So I'm going to wash this out really good. Make sure there's no residue left behind. Because again, I don't want to contaminate. So I'll just take these pieces out. And then I'll move on to bag number 80. Cool, that was an awesome find. I wasn't expecting a little picker. Anyways, I sucked it up. It's in the bottle here, and along with a couple tiny ones. So I washed this pan out, wiped it out with a paper towel so it's not contaminated. There's no gold left in there because I'm going to do my next test. And again, I don't want to have false results on the test there. So next up is bag 80. All right, let's see what's in bag 80. And again, with this pan here, I cleaned that one too, so there's no contamination. Well, this sample here, I'm actually going to put some water on it because I can see a lot of dirt. This material is a little bit moist and muddy, so it's sticking to these rocks. So I'm going to wet it down and make sure I get all the gold off the rocks. That'll do it. There we go. There we go. We got nice clean rocks. See you later. Let's pan this one up. Down to the bottom. That should be good. Let's see if you got anything. Man, lots of black sand in this one. No, I don't see nothing in this sample. So number 80 was a bust. Off to number 81. So 81 is a different color than the rest of the 2 samples. It's a little more irony on the bedrock that I was chopping. So I'm having a little bit of good hopes on this one because this is near a wash that I know that there's gold in. So I'm just trying to narrow it down. I found a wash that had some gold, and now I'm doing some washes all around that wash that had the gold to see if I can pinpoint where the stuff is coming from and whether it's better in different washes or just the wash that I found the other sample in. So we'll find out. You know what, I'm going to wet this one too, make it easier. There we go. So yeah, this is more irony looking, so that's probably good. There we go, good enough. All right. Getting down to the bottom. Alright, should be good. Alright, I'm pretty sure I saw a speck, so I'm just going to repan this a little bit slower. I just repan this and there's not a piece of gold in there. I thought there was, but I just repanned it. Nah, nothing. So 79 was good, 80 not good, and 81 was not good. so I have those marked on the GPS, so that kind of helps me narrow down my search. Well, yeah, we found some gold. So number 79 was good. I had a little picker in there, and you know, that's what we're looking for. So the other two, not so hot, but that doesn't mean there's not gold in that wash. You know, it could just mean that I chose the wrong spot. So but anyways, number 79 looked great to me. I found a little picker just randomly in some of that bedrock, so that definitely warrants going back in, probably with the dry washer. I'll call up a couple buddies and see if they want to go out this weekend and see if there's anything worthy in that wash. You know, if there's one little picker, there's got to be more, right? So yeah, that's next up on my list. Go hit the wash with the dry washer. Awesome. All right, thanks for watching. See you next time.